All right, guys, what is up? And welcome to the channel. In today's video, guys, I want to discuss a promo. This promo entitled "Anyone Can Be Super" that was on the James Gunn Twitter page. Wanted to break it down and give my thoughts. I just want to say right off the bat, I thought this was genius marketing and an amazing promo. I will say the last few bits of trailers or teasers, however you want to call them, we've gotten very good. The promotion for Superman started off a little rocky, but I will say it has gotten better. I'm not the only one who thinks that. I've seen other people say the same thing, but I think we're coming up on July. The movie is released July 11th, so this is the home stretch. And for what I understand, the movie is finished, so there will be no more reshoots or additional scenes, whatever. It's done. So, but like what we're seeing right now, I'm on board. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna have to do it with the sound off because there is music, and I don't want to get hit with a claim. So go ahead and check this out. So, like you see right here, you see this girl is clearly inspired by Superman. So he inspires her to do, of course, Superman things around the house. You know, she's trying to fly and she, she's having a ball. What kids did. It reminds me when I was a kid, wearing the towel around the neck. I mean, that's something kids of my age, we used to do that all the time. Nothing too over the top, nothing political, just the wholesomeness of a kid being a kid and enjoying and being inspired by Superman. It's amazing. Cute kid, too. All right. Yeah, that's the end of it. So, all right. So, my thoughts about all this. Okay. So, right off the bat, like I said, this is definitely genius as far as the marketing goes, because one thing they did very well was them choosing a young black girl to have as the center of the video. At least for me, I enjoyed that because, for one, it stomped out that whole narrative we've been getting the last 10 years where people have been like, oh, it feels good to finally see a superhero that looks like me. Now, let me don't get me wrong. Yes, it's great to see heroes that look like you, but I think the way a hero works is that it's not necessarily what they look like; it's their character and the things they do that inspire you to want to be like them. Like when I was a kid, Batman was my guy. It didn't matter to me that Batman was a white guy. It was the things about Batman, his characteristics and the things he did, how he fought crime, and he lived by a code, that the no kill code. Those are the things that inspired me to want to be like Batman. It wasn't, he didn't have to look like me. I didn't go, well, he's not black, so I can never do anything like that. And why would I, why even try? Why even bother? Why watch this guy? He doesn't look like me. So, and like I said, in the same breath, I'm not saying that it's not a good thing to have more characters that look like. It's just like that isn't for me, and I think for a lot of people, it's not the basis of why I choose that character. For some people, it is. For some people, it is, but at least not for me. It's I look at the character and what do they do that inspire me, because I think ultimately that's what a superhero does. They inspire us to be better and greater than what we can be. That's just my thoughts on it. And yeah, that's in a nutshell, and I think that's where Man of Steel fell short. I think that version of Superman, I don't think it inspired a lot of people. And no disrespect to Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill, I just think he's one of the most unlucky guys when it comes to Hollywood. It seems like everything he's been a part of, it's either something fell apart or just nobody goes out to see him. It's very unfortunate because he appears to be a stand-up guy. But the other aspect of this I wanted to talk about, because with this marketing, Superman has a battle for the month of July because he's stuck dead in the center between the Jurassic Park movie and Fantastic Four at the end of the month. Now, some of the numbers, it appears that Superman has a slight edge over Fantastic Four because of the pre-sales and everything. So it's tracking pretty good. But here's the thing, here's the catch with that. A lot of these superhero movies that have been released recently, they'll have a great opening weekend or a decent opening weekend, and then they have a steep decline, steep drop in the second week. And particularly with Marvel, it hasn't been good for them. They've released two movies, and they've both been flops. And I strongly believe that Fantastic Four is going to be three strikes. This one isn't gonna. I don't think it's going to make it. I think Superman. I believe Superman is the one. Superman is the one, and I think what is the key is to not have that's just that fall off in the second week. Positive reviews and of course word of mouth. People got to get out there, and the internet does its thing, and people start talking about the movie. They'll get people to come out and see it. Um, but I think, like I said, this promo here, very smart marketing, and I think it's in a positive direction. I think Superman is going to win it. I think the superhero war, or whatever, I guess they're saying, I think it's going to be Superman. And like I said, the promotion they've done, the last couple things they've done, they've knocked it out of the park. And I think this is a great one to kind of end everything and take it to the home stretch. And so yeah, those are just my thoughts over what I saw. Like I said, I'm team super. I'm rolling with Superman. I think Marvel, they just haven't learned. They haven't learned. They've lost all this money. The complaints people have had, they keep putting out this they keep putting out this stuff that clearly nobody wants to see. Matter of fact, they're about to release that Ironheart show. It looks like dog shit. I'm pretty sure that one's going to flop. I mean, what's the last winner they had last year? Uh, Deadpool and Wolverine. That that wasn't even a great movie. It was just more nostalgia with that one. But I'm trying to think, what's the last just like great, universally great Marvel movie that's come out? Was it Endgame? Some people may say Far From Home, but I've heard people make a case for Far From Home. Same thing like what I'm saying about Deadpool. It's just nostalgia, really. It's gonna be interesting. I think this is DC's chance. I think this is DC's chance to take the reins because they started off, they made a mistake and try to catch up with Marvel instead of taking their time, and ultimately their universe fell apart. But I think James Gunn has a plan, and I think this Superman is the flagship, and I think he's going to pull it off. I mean, they're saying that it may possibly, you know, probably make Guardians 3 money, which isn't bad. That means this movie will be a profit. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, guys, like I always say, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes, or a whole damn video, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view my content. Please, if you haven't, please hit that subscribe, smash the like, and get in the comments. Tell me what you think. Are you looking forward to seeing the Superman movie, or are you? I don't know. I hate to do the Team Marvel DC, but are you leaning more towards Fantastic Four uh, being the one that succeeds, or are you maybe from the camp that's like, uh, both of them are probably both of them may fail, but I don't think so. I think Superman's going to be a winner in this. So yeah, everybody, it's your boy B, and guys, I'll see you in the next one.